Cute tarot decks. I love them. You probably love them too. And I think I've already done a video about cute tarot decks. But this one is in response to Tammy Pie, who did a hashtag called My Cutest Decks. So I'm finally getting around to doing that. And here we go. So this one is probably my newest that I would call a cute tarot deck. And it's of the gnomes. Now, I don't think that gnomes in general are all that cute, but in this deck, they really, really are. And it was a gift, so that kind of makes it even more special. I don't like, they're just, well, that one's not cute, but they're kind of whimsical, over the top. Let's get this centered up a little bit better, and a little bit silly and mischiefy. So I think of them as being mischiefy, but they're, for me, sometimes it can be a little bit into the nightmare territory. But these gnomes are, I don't know, they're just fun. Look at this guy. They're fun. They're really fun. Loved it, love it, love it. So that is the Tarot of the Gnomes. That's my first and most recent cute deck. All right, let's put this over to the side. So now let's talk about Kimberly Than's decks, which are also very cute. I hope you're appreciating my cute tarot cloth here. Very cute. Oh, let's have some more pink. I don't know why pink feels cute to me, but it does. Bring in some of my favorite crystals here. Right, so Way of the Panda, Sparkly Lenormand, and let's just take a look at these guys. So let's see, are they both Celia LaBelle? No, they are. Guidebook by Stephanie McCone. Let's see, let's find out who did the art. By the way, while I'm trying to figure that out, I'll just babble a bit and say that the Panda Oracle just was in the Kickstarter. You might be able to back it in backer kit or something at this point. I don't know. Creator plus artist. My first ever illustrated. Okay, so the answer is that Kimberly illustrated the Lenormand. So I love the colors in this. I just think it's really beautiful. Look at the clouds. So there's her panda. Just, I mean, she's got this whole rainbow of colors in this deck. And I think it's just very cute. Very, very cute. So I don't, if we're being honest here, I don't use Lenormand that much. I did take a class, got fairly competent at it. I even made my own hand-drawn deck. That has nothing to do with anything, but you know, I'm rambling. And yep, so there is Lenormand. And then here is her other deck, which I think she's more known for, which she did not illustrate, and which you've probably seen if you look at my videos. I frequently reference this. The travel deck, a deck that gives me good messages with a little side of candy. So, you know, spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. That's what this deck is for me. So there it is, The Way of the Panda Tarot, and I'm really looking forward to getting The Way of the Panda Oracle. Is that what she's calling it? She might be calling it something different, but that's the general idea. Okay, next, the Sweet Foragers Tarot. So this one, got some Fae energy here, got some mushrooms. I keep talking about how I need to get a mushroom deck. If you got any good ideas for a mushroom deck, tarot or oracle, let me know. I'm open to suggestions. I haven't found it yet. Now, part of what makes this cute is its size, right? Which is the same thing with the Kimberly Sands deck. I mean, you know, here it is sitting in my palm, right? It's, small is cute. That's life, man. Babies are cute. They're little. But I find this one to be very, very cute. There's the back. So I have several fairy decks. Did I do a video about my fairy decks? Maybe. If so, I probably said this is the friendliest one. I don't really think of fairies as being super friendly. Not since I've been a grown-up. Okay, that one goes to the side. And now we're going to look at this one, the Diary of Skeleton. Now, I know I'm not alone. Look how beautiful this box is, by the way. This box is fantastic. I know I'm not alone in thinking that skeletons are kind of fun, kind of cute, kind of attractive. The number of skeletons that I saw in people's yards for Halloween this year, this is 2025, by the way, over the top. So many skeletons. I think we seem to have gotten beyond the idea of skeletons being scary, and now everybody just seems to think they're fun. It's like, okay. But these skeletons, I think they're cute. I love these big, just like no eyeballs heads. So yeah, I guess that's part of why they're cute, is because the eyes are so big, and that's like a thing. That's how we cutify things. We give them really big eyes. But then there's other stuff that's cute. Like look at this little duck / goose, whatever it is, in the Four of Swords. Wake up, he says. Or whatever these are supposed to be with the chariot. Look at the horse. It's like a little chubby wubby cutie pie horse. Yeah, it's cute. Even the clothing is kind of cutified. I mean, look at that fool. Actually, the dog is not that cute with this fool. Okay, so that one not so much. But look, here's the cat on this. That cat's cute. I don't know. Maybe this person likes cats better than dogs. Who is this? Let's give our creator some. Written by Zhang Chuan. Artwork by Jan and Leah, I guess. My apologies if I said that wrong. I tried. I tried to get it right. All right, now we're going to talk about a creator. I have no idea what's going on with her these days. Let's see, what's her name? Push Kitty is Push Kitty? I think that's what her business name. Amy is her name. I think the business is called Push Kitty. So I have 3 of her decks. Now, this one is a full tarot with the little Buddha. I believe that there are some people who have some questions about whether or not this is appropriation, that this woman did this, because she's not a practicing Buddhist, I don't think. But it doesn't trouble me. I feel like the story of the Buddha is available to everyone, no matter what our spiritual path is. And I think that Buddhist philosophy has really infiltrated a lot of other areas. So I don't know that that is appropriation to incorporate Buddha's story into a tarot deck. As you can see, it's very RWS. But here's another example, like of the chariot. We just looked at the chariot in the Diary of Skeleton. It's how you make the animals cute with the big eyes, right? The big eyes and the little round heads. So yeah, I think this is a very cute deck. I used it a lot when I first got it. I haven't used it recently, but now that I'm looking at the cards again, I'm thinking I can go ahead and get this out and have fun with it again. And it does inspire me to maybe look at some of the stories that are being referenced in some of these images. See, big eyes. You gotta have big eyes for the cutesies. All right, let's put little Buddha to the side. Pretty sure this is just not available anymore. I don't know. So this, no, let's go to this one first. So this is the Pastel Kitty Tarot. Now, I've been wanting a Sanrio tarot deck, and there doesn't seem to be a legit one out there that I can find. So this is just the majors, and I allow it for myself, and I just say, well, it's fan art. But if you're a Sanrio fan, you will recognize some of these characters. There's Hello Kitty. And as I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, you know, that full range of color like we saw in the Lenormand, the sparkling Lenormand. Remember I said, oh, you know, this whole rainbow full of these kind of bright colors. That's another element, I think, of cute decks, or things that I think are cute. Wait, did I already have a star? That confuses me. Let's look at this. Did I hallucinate that? No, I did not hallucinate it. Oh, I see what, okay, so we've got skin tones. All right, there we go. So you get a choice. That's kind of fun when they give you some choices. And my choice would be, look at the Wheel of Fortune. My choice would be to use, let's go ahead and fix this for myself right now. So if I pull this out, now that I'm showing it, I'm going to do this. I am going to say, oh, where's the other one? This, where everybody's whitey white, I'll put that one like this. And then the other one where we have got some, all right, we've got some melatonin there. There. So now if I pull this out, I have a better skin tones that I'm happier with. Beautiful backs, right? Very sunshiny, happy rainbow pastelles. Okay, put that to the side. Now this next one is a misfit deck, mismatched deck of favorites. And this was a little collector that she did. I think these are all gone too. But what's interesting about this is, oh look, created with joy from Amy. Cuteness, definitely has cuteness in it. So if you're not familiar with mismatched decks, or wow, tripping over my words. What a creator will do is they get images from various artists and decks, and then they unify them by giving them all the same back, like this, and you know, the same texture, so you can use them as a deck, a functioning deck. But you get all these different kinds of artists in here, and you know, you may recognize some of these cards from other decks. So it seems like a lot of work to me to get everybody to, you know, say yes, which card they're going to give you. But it's fun, right? Oops, I think I got a little out of frame there. Sorry about that. And then the fun thing with this kind of a deck is when you see something that you like, you can look in the guidebook. Well, this one didn't come with a guidebook, or she may have printed one, but I just got a PDF. So then you look it up and you say, oh, I really like this style. And you look up and you see who made that. I think this is the Tarot of Trees or something like that. Anyway, and then you may find another deck that you want to have based on the single card that you found here. I think that's the Boo Tarot. There's a lot in here. I don't know what it is or where it came from. But it's just sort of fun. And some people have a hard time reading with these because it's like, wow, it's not unified. But for some reason, I'm totally good with it. I don't know. I guess my brain is kind of loose. I'll go with it. All right, put that to the side. I only have 2 more. No, I have 3 more. And these are all animal decks. Okay, so this is little and it's pink. So those are, a couple of things that make things cute for me. And it's bunnies. This is the Sage Rabbit Tarot. Let's see if I can get a creator name for you. Looks like that's a no. Okay, concept and direction by Zong Ling. Artwork by Neil, written by Leah Shaw. Okay, so real teamwork thing on this. This deck I have used a lot. It's a very nice travel deck. I have no trouble getting clear messages from it. And I love the whimsy of it. I love the bunny with the mortar and pestle in the moon. I think it's just a lovely little deck. Like I said, I've used it a lot. It feels very familiar. You know, when you have a deck and you've used it a lot, there's this cute little guidebook, and you've just used it a lot, and you pull it out, and it feels familiar. It's comforting, even when you get the 10 of Swords. Okay, I'll put that to the side. All right, now this one, I guess some people would say, what's cute about that? And because it doesn't look cute in the same way the other decks that I showed you are cute. But I think that animals are kind of cute to me. And I mean, that horse is not cute, but that looks cute. This looks cute. The magpie is cute. Look at that. I mean, oh my goodness. Real calico cat. Look at the frog. Excuse me. I think some of the animals in here are just the cuteness aggression level for me. Otters. I mean, otters, well, I don't like squirrels. But look at this mouse. So, yeah. And I think another part that makes Radley Valentine's work, I find to be so accessible. I can access it. I'm having a hard time with the pronunciation. It's easy to access look at this dog. So cute. So very cute. I mean, come on. And he really likes dogs. I forget what kind of dog he has, but he loves dogs, and it really shows. And I think that because he creates his messages in this very compassionate way, it's just accessible. So I use that word again. It's cute and it's accessible. And that's why I'm putting it in here. And for those of you who like having some keywords in your decks, this Animal Guides Tarot I just think it's wonderful. It makes it very easy, and he's renamed some of the major arcana, so you won't see some of these old-fashioned's not the right word, but he's brought the language up to be sort of more modern. So I think that some of that, let's see if I can find another one. But here's a traditional. It is the star. That's its traditional number and name. But yeah, I find this to be a beautiful reader and very gentle and cute because of animals. All right, here comes my last one. And remember, these were not in any particular order or priorities, and I've got a lot of cute decks. This is what I pulled out for today, December 2025. This is the Field Guide to Garden Dragons. So this is just an oracle. Why am I saying just? Here's our backs. I'll tell you what, if it's got a dragon, I'm probably going to want it. So they're combining plants with dragons. And these guys are very, very, very cute. They are super cute. And because they've got keywords on it, you can get a meaning without really digging into the botanical meaning. but if you want to, you can, because there's a nice little guidebook here, and they're going to explain why how they got this message and how it ties in with the other things that you see in the card. And it's very nice. So why don't we do a quick reading with this? We will do, what do you call it, pick a pile. And I'll throw some charms down. And we'll have 3 cards, and you can pick which one speaks to you today. All right, so here's 1, 2, 3, and they did not come out evenly balanced at all. That's fine. And I've been having fun with charms lately. So we're going to throw some charms, see if the charm says anything to you. All right, so on this one, we got a coffin and a snake. That one kind of fell off. We're not going to count it. We got a horse, and I think that's an owl, and some children playing. I'll put this book back. That one's not counting. All right. So yeah, pick one, and I will reveal. If you picked pile 1, you got the spinach dragon, which is about strength. And I don't think we really want to do every single word in this book. So what I'll do is I will hold the book up, and you can do a screenshot or something and read about it if you like. So here is the spinach dragon. Delicate looking scales cover this dragon from head to tail. Oh, that's kind of rhymey and cute. All right. And there's the rest of the strength spinach dragon. So that was the first one. If you picked the second pile, you got the eggplant dragon for fun. All right, I am not going to make any off-color jokes about that. I'm just going to, yeah, there it is. So fun. And here is your meaning from the guidebook. You can screenshot and pursue this at your leisure. There's the end of it. So maybe a little fun coming into your life, or maybe just a message to look for some fun in your life. All right, so these charms are pretty ominous. Like this one made sense, right? Some fun. This one kind of made sense, like strength, maybe strength in numbers, partnership, finding your people. So I'm pretty curious, what are we going to get with the coffin and the snake here on this one? Stealth. Okay. All right. Yikes. The gooseberry dragon. Have you ever had gooseberry jam? Not my favorite, but it's a really unusual flavor. Worth trying. Okay. So here is the meaning for the gooseberry dragon. Stealth. When you see this one, remember that you may need to employ some spy tactics. All right. So pretty clear messages, I think. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed looking at a few choices from my cutesy collection, which there's more, obviously, but I don't keep this under half an hour, right? All right, thanks for watching. And if you're curious, there's that hashtag. Let me look at it again. Don't want to say the wrong thing. My Cutest Decks from Tammy Pie. Bye-bye.